Hi, I'm Rachel. Welcome. I started this channel over a year ago in the hopes of sharing more of our life and what was going on. Our life took a major turn and I couldn't find the strength to create. My creativity quickly was just like zapped outside of myself, which really was hard for me. My partner, Kyle, who you'll meet, he was diagnosed with brain cancer for the third time. It had returned to both of our surprise. We had been dating for a year and we're just like, how is this possible? And everything just started moving slowly and quickly all at the same time. We were trying to figure out treatment plans because having gone through brain cancer twice already, he's met his lifetime limit of surgery and also radiation. So what they can do is significantly limited in comparison to what it was in the past. So his scans and everything were being reviewed by the tumor boards and all these neuro-oncologists and figuring out what the best plan of action was. And we waited in limbo for a month and a half, and then we finally figured out what that plan looked like. We're going to try 12 months of chemo and see what happens. Well, on March 4th, Kyle finished his 12th month of chemo. It is honestly the greatest gift. My way that I coped and handled and processed and came to peace with everything was by just saying, if we make it through 12 months, we just have to make it through 12 months, and he will still be alive. And he is still alive, and he is the most very much alive human being I've ever known. You wouldn't know he was sick if you didn't know he was sick. And that's been truly so special. And so as we marked this 12-month end of chemo, I was just flooded with all of this creativity. It's like it finally started flooding back in my body because I could release and let go of holding and hoping that we just make it through 12 months, just make it through 12 months. And after we did, all that creativity started coming back. And so here we are. And a lot has changed for myself and for my relationship, the way that I move through the world, the way that my life looks. It has all changed over the course of this year. And my hope is to share what that looks like. Our lives have really been focused on slowing down even more. I thought we lived slowly, but it's really been about how do we honor what is happening in the external world, in nature, in ourselves. How do we honor that? How do we live in rhythm with the seasons and the sunrise and the sunsets? And how does that help our brain? Because that's been our priority, helping Kyle's brain to shrink the tumor. And how does it help our overall well-being? We've added so many things to our lifestyle. We have tried so many different things and explored so many different modalities. And what I keep coming back to is, how do we slow down? How do we spend more time in nature? How do we eat healthy? What do we eat? How do we eat? When do we eat? When do we put our devices away? Why are we putting our devices away? Do we use artificial light, which we don't anymore for the most part? We use red light. And why do we use red light bulbs at night? And all these things I want to share with you, because by being the one helping to support Kyle firsthand, it's just been him and I for the most part this past year because of COVID. we've been in isolation because he's immunocompromised. So having people help is very, very limited. And it's just been him and I figuring it out. So sharing what has worked and what continues to be the thing that keeps us going. Because I want everyone to live the most full and abundant life. Abundant in beauty, abundant in joy, abundant in laughter, abundant in the most magnificent experiences you can imagine. Because we all deserve that. And when we can let go of the fear and the control and all of these things that limit us, we can tap into that. So my hope in this space is to share with you that I don't have it all figured out. I will never have it all figured out, and I will never try to tell you I have it all figured out. But I will share what works for me and what we're trying, and my reflections on life. The good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful, all of it. It all deserves to be celebrated because it makes us who we are. I would never, ever wish cancer on anyone. I think that's a given. I don't think Kyle would either, but he would also say that it's the greatest gift he's ever been given. And I can say that it truly has been the greatest gift. I feel I can see life in a whole new way. And I think that you can find that without having to experience cancer or a loved one experience cancer or any serious ailment in your body. And yeah, I hope that this can be a space for you to feel inspired and find beauty in the really simple things, because that's what I'm learning. How can I find beauty in washing my dishes every day? How can I find beauty in shoveling the porch when there is over a foot of snow? How can I find so much joy in those little things? Brushing my teeth, all of the things. And I think it takes time to just slow down, because those little things are what make up everything. And if you lose the little things, you lose it all. So I hope that you'll join us in embracing the slower moments. Each week on Friday, I'll share videos capturing the slow moments in our life, the little things that make up everything. And my hope, and by sharing this, may it inspire you to appreciate and celebrate those little things throughout your day, your week, and your life. Because those are the things that make up everything. It's the way that your partner looks at you, the way that the sun touches your face, the way that dewy grass after a summer night feels on your feet. It's the smell of homemade bread. It's the experience of making homemade pizza with your love, with your friends, with your family. It's the experience of going on a hike and appreciating the way that your feet move over rocks and your body moves along the trail. It's all those little things that we take for granted that should be the most celebrated, because life is so precious. This is our greatest gift. We chose to be alive. That's my belief. It is also our choice to be alive in this life, to live it to the fullest and not waste it, to not let this constant consumption society that we live in take from us living our lives. And begin to honor that. I'm excited to have you here to share this journey with you and all the ups and downs that I'm sure are going to come, because that is inevitable. It is life and nothing is linear. I'm sending you so much love, a big virtual hug. I will see you here next Friday. Make sure you hit subscribe to be notified when that video is uploaded. I will see you then. Until next time, so much love.